Hi, and welcome back. In a previous episode, I showed you some of the new editing features available in the free version of DaVinci Resolve 20. However, the Studio version has many more features that take advantage of Resolve's new AI toolset. And that's what I'm going to be looking at in this episode. To kick us off, there's a great new feature that would have really helped me recently. It's called the AI Dialogue Matcher and is useful when you've got mismatched audio clips that don't have a consistent quality to them, like these two clips from one of my previous YouTube videos. This is because by default, Resolve is ensuring everything remains in sync as much as possible for the rest of the timeline, provided the auto track selector control is enabled for those tracks. So if I turn this off for the first audio track, you can see that the clips on that track then aren't rippled and go out of sync. You can obviously clearly hear the difference in tone between the two clips as they were recorded on different days using different microphones, a common issue, I can assure you. All I need to do here is select the first clip and choose the option to capture the dialogue profile. Then I'll select the second clip and choose to apply that profile. Sometimes I found that I have to apply this twice for it to work, provided the auto track selector control is enabled for those tracks. So if I turn this off for the first audio track, you can see that the clips on that track then aren't rippled. Hey presto, clips that match better than if I'd have tried to do that manually using the EQ controls. A big potential time saver is the new AI audio editor. Most editors will be familiar with the need to take a particular music track and to cut it to a desired duration. This might mean cutting out certain parts of the music to make it shorter, or looping certain phrases to make it longer. Now, over the years, I've become particularly adept at doing this. However, it can still be hugely time-consuming. Now, to get the audio cut to the desired length, all you need to do is to type in a duration for the selected music clip in the AI music editor controls in the inspector. The AI will do the heavy lifting. The end result may not be to the precise duration, as Resolve isn't applying any retiming or pitch adjustments to the audio, just editing it at appropriate points, indicated by these jagged lines. I'll just solo the music track so that we can listen to the results. Okay, that's not too shabby. These buttons allow us to switch between 4 different versions of the cut, which will each have their own particular edits and durations. Alternatively, you can simply enable live trim and then drag the audio clip to roughly the desired duration. And if you're not completely happy with the results, you can always decompose the music editor clip back to the original audio, preserving the edits and allowing you to refine things, including adjusting the applied crossfades. As with all of these AI features, they'll no doubt get better over time. However, there is one feature that'll come in handy immediately, and it's called the AI Beat Detector. Simply right-click on a music clip and choose Show Music Beats. After the analysis, the detected beats are highlighted on the music. Now yes, you can use these indicators to help you align your video edits to the music beats. Just don't be so predictable as to align every video edit with every beat. A much better use of this feature is to be able to visually locate potential edit points for your music. quickly, allowing you to cut out unwanted musical phrases and trim the music to time. And a quick tip, disable snapping, zoom in as far as you can and use the blade to make precise cuts. All you then need to do is remove the sections of the audio that you don't need and listen back to your edit. And once you finish cutting your audio, you can turn off the music beats for those clips. I'll definitely be using this feature a lot. And yes, there was a cheeky little audio edit in that last section. Another AI feature that you may find useful is the new AI Multicam SmartSwitch. Here I've got a real-world multicam shoot across 2 cameras and 3 contributors. I've already created the multicam clip using the new reference audio option and rough cut their conversation, but haven't cut any of the pictures. Now I can't apply this process to all of the multicam clips at the same time, but let's see how it does on this particular clip. I just right-click it and choose Multicam SmartSwitch. Whilst you can tweak all of these options, I'm just going to leave them alone for their defaults for the moment and let the AI get to work. Now I have speeded this sequence up, but once it's completed, we've got some edits. Let's have a look and see what it's used.
I think it's awesome that he's a plumber because I'm not a tradesperson. Right. So therefore that is what I dreamt of, I hoped for. So I'm
She literally
glad.
just said it.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm happy about that. But then our teams can definitely marry together because I've got people on my side who can do electrician, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm well happy.
Perfect.
Patrick, what do you think about your partner?
I'm happy as long as she's got the background for it. And then
it has done a reasonably acceptable job, although there are going to be reaction shots that I'd prefer to see, which I'll need to add in another pass. As with all these AI tools, it's as much about understanding those settings and how you can tweak them in order to achieve the results that you want. And you still need to understand the multicam editing tools in order to be able to refine the results. So there is part of me that wonders if it just wouldn't be easier to do it myself. However, there is another feature that I'm definitely going to be using, and this takes Resolve's transcription feature to the next level, and it's called AI Intelliscript. Here I've got an interview filmed across 3 cameras and a number of takes, each of which has already been transcribed. I've exported out the transcriptions for each of the wide camera angles. This gives me a plain text file for each of the clips that now contains both the speaker and timecode information, which is very handy indeed. And from those exported transcripts, I've put together a simple script as a plain text file. Back in Resolve, I'm just going to select the interview clips from the wide angle, right-click them, and then choose to create a new timeline using Intelliscript, selecting the script that I created earlier. Instantly, Resolve matches the script to the transcription of the selected clips and chooses the appropriate sound bites.
My name is Chris Lang and I'm the founder of Warrior Mountain Outfitters. We are located in our store in Las Cruces, New Mexico. We want people to experience the Southwest because it's so unique.
These disabled clips are what Resolve considers to be alternative takes. Now these first few aren't quite right, but this clip at the end is definitely an alternative take of the final soundbite.
That's why we say experience the Southwest. And that's why we say experience the Southwest.
Now, whilst it's not frame accurate, it is good enough that it's put together a basic selects timeline of all of those sound bites. And if I select all the interview clips and choose to create another new timeline using Intelliscript, Resolve will add all the other potential camera angles to the timeline as disabled clips.
There's nothing like it that I have personally ever experienced.
Quickly allowing me to locate the alternative angles.
There's nothing like it that I have personally ever experienced. There's nothing like it that I have personally ever experienced.
There is one final AI feature that I would like to show you, and that's the AI Audio Assistant. However, before I do, don't forget, if you've enjoyed this video or found it useful, then please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. That way you'll be notified when I release new episodes in the future. The AI Audio Assistant promises to deliver a professional quality mix of your soundtrack. Let's give it a go with this edit for organ mounting outfitters.
My name is Chris Lang and I'm the founder of Organ Mountain Outfitters. We are located in our store in Las Cruces, New Mexico. We want people to experience this because it's so unique.
I'll just hit the dim button just so that I can talk over this, but as you can hear, this timeline is completely unmixed. I've not done anything to the audio, no adjustments at all to the level, not added any crossfades or indeed clip fades at all. Nothing has been done to this audio.
Our brand is just really a reflection of our community. That's why we say experience the Southwest.
Now you can apply the AI Audio Assistant directly in the edit page. However, there are a few advantages to applying it in the Fairlight page instead. You see, on the Fairlight page, you can set a track category for specific tracks, such as dialogue, ambience, sound effects, and of course music. Resolve will try and identify these during the Audio Assistant process, but there's no harm in telling it what type of audio is on the track beforehand. Right, let's run the AI Audio Assistant over this timeline. And I'm going to choose a loudness standard of EBU R128 for the final mix. As you can see, it's now going through the whole process I would have done manually by mixing the dialogue, music and effects elements before applying the final mastering process. And it's done, even going so far as applying transitions and automation. Although one of the things I'm not too keen on is the fact that it's moved my timeline tracks around. However, let's have a listen to what it sounds like, and if it hits the loudness standards of EBU R128.
My name is Chris Lang and I'm the founder of Organ Mountain Outfitters. We are located in our store in Las Cruces, New Mexico. We want people to experience the Southwest because it's so unique. There's nothing like it that I have personally ever experienced, whether it's the community, the culture, the food, the landscapes. That's what really inspires us. And we take that inspiration and we bring it back to the store, and that's really where the design process starts. Our brand is just really a reflection of our community and who we are. That's why we say, experience the Southwest.
Well, technically, that's bang on for loudness. The mix possibly isn't perfect to my tastes, but I can always go and refine it further if needed, such as bringing up these ambience tracks a little more, or adjusting individual clips, or even the automation.